Hi gamers! In this episode of Debbie Teaches, I'm going to show you what I do when I'm not doing anything in-game. While waiting for Duty Finder, whether watching other content in the background, while killing time before map night, these are things I do very regularly, if not daily, that have added up to some huge rewards in the long run. Whether you're a newer player looking for tips on maximizing your playtime, or an old vet like me looking for confirmation that you're normal, we're normal, shut up! I'm Debbie, and here it is. 1. Daily Tribal Society Quests. Daily tribe quests have been a thing since The Realm Reborn, but it's only been since Shadowbringers that they've become much more rewarding. With the Pixies in Lyda Loran, the Akasadara and Thavnair, and now the Pelu out of Dokpoga, these tribes offer an exceptional amount of experience for combat jobs comparable to the level of the zone. With each passing expansion, the quests become easier and faster to complete, with the latest Pelu quests really only requiring you speak to a person to complete in most cases. With the 3 quests being completed in less than 5 minutes, it's a nice bump to daily experience and extremely helpful in a quest to get all jobs to 100. It's something you can do easily while waiting in DPS queue or hanging out in a party finder party. And as a side note, you get reputation for completing these quests that unlock rewards including framers kits, mounts, minions, and furnishings on top of other more mundane things. If you find yourself enjoying the fluffy little daily boost to experience, tribal quests also come in crafting and gathering varieties, so maybe it's time you looked into them. My favorite of all time is still the Namazu though. 2. Weekly Hunts. Also available in a daily variety if you have more free time, hunts are super simple and infinitely rewarding. It can be as easy as seeing a hunt board in any one of these locations, picking up a weekly hunt mark, and going to the zone in which it resides. There the mark will be hiding somewhere, so you keep flying around exploring the zone until you get the message indicating it is nearby, find it, kill it, and get the reward. Rewards include mount minions, striking dummies, materia, even tomestone augmentation items for those looking to reserve their tomes for other things. As an added bonus, I can't tell you how many other things I tend to accomplish on my hunt for those weekly marks. It's easy to find sightseeing logs you've missed, or stumble upon parties of people going after larger marks. If you're like me and you tend to just absent-mindedly fly around while waiting, why not pick up an objective and make some progress towards some goals while you're at it? 3. Bicolor Gemstone Mount Farming. Got time for a fate or 2? Fates are low-obligation content you can do easily while waiting for something to pop. If you're not going to be too upset if you do end up having to queue right before it ends. See a fate in progress, jump in and kill just enough to score some rewards before the end. If you're doing fates in Shadowbringer zones or higher, you're getting bicolor gemstones for them. Not only can these be exchanged for items in each zone, but they can also be turned into vouchers for some very coveted mounts. Though this might be an exceptionally long grind if it's all you do every day until you have it, taking care of this one fate at a time in your off hours is much more palatable. Just remember to cash in your gemstones for vouchers before they max out, because it hurts your soul a little bit every single time they end up in the trash because you can't carry anymore. The only downside to the gemstone mounts is that there are so many other rewards that I also want to spend bicolors on that it's hard to be disciplined enough to not spend them on anything else. But hey, bonus tip. If you're the self-denying type, those mounts sell amazingly well. If you want to grind 1 or 2 just to fluff your bank account, the fates are always there for grinding, and fate parties usually attract a fair few participants for that reason. 4. Gathering Script Farming, Custom Deliveries. Speaking of mounts that hurt your soul, something else I do every chance I get is my custom deliveries working towards my gathering script mounts. Yep, there are also mounts you can collect tokens for from exchanging and gathering scripts as well. And though gathering collectibles or ocean fishing are both good sources of them, the best and most reliable way is through your custom deliveries each week, so for me they have been mandatory for a very long time. It's easy now though. You just go to your timer menu, look at the custom delivery list, and find the customers that offer a bonus for gathering. They have this icon here. You can click on it to reveal where that item is gathered, teleport to the nearest aetheryte, and get on it right away. After you have completed their reputation storyline, it's 6 of the item in demand each week. If you're not sure about gathering collectibles, let me put it as simply as possible. If your gear is at level, just click some of these special abilities that make good things happen more often, then hit one of the progress actions. I like this one because it has a chance to not make the integrity of the node go down, which totally doesn't happen while filming this video. You will get max reward if the quality is at least 600, but you don't have to memorize that. They now show it to you right here. They have made this so easy. Gather 6 of the things, turn them in, get a mini cutscene, and you're done. With 12 allowances each week, you can do that twice and reap all the scripts in the process. Just make sure you keep an eye out for the message indicating that your scripts are maxed and you can't collect any more. You don't want to waste them. Another benefit, of course, is that if any of your gatherers aren't at max level, maybe you're someone who doesn't like fishing. My God. Or you haven't looked at botany but are a miner at heart, the rewards can be collected on one class and delivered by another, allowing the experience that is also rewarded at turn-in to be used for these underplayed jobs. I mean, if you're going through all the effort of being productive during downtime, might as well go all the way, right? 5. Map allowance farming. Every 17 hours you can farm a map. That's it. Super simple, especially once you know what zone or nodes you want to gather from depending on which map you want or want to sell. Maps are hidden items, so you can either keep gathering until it shows up, or you can use the ability that makes hidden items show up. Keep in mind, for each level, 70, 80, or 90, there are solo maps and 8-man party maps. These are not the same. Make sure you choose the one you want to gather because you can only gather one. If the one you don't want shows up as the hidden item, just move on and try again at another node. Whether you enjoy using the maps for potential riches inside a treasure dungeon, or you'd rather take the quick payout every day, you can't go wrong with grabbing a map. Want to know which map is right for you to farm if you're just in it for the gil? Search Time Worn on the market board and take a look at the prices. When you find which one you want, it's a quick internet search, FFXIV blank map gathering location, and you're on your way. If you're a level 100 miner and don't want to search, just go here. You're welcome. 6. Squadron missions. I know, squadrons are dead, but I can't help but go into my barracks every now and again and send them out on a mission to get something free in return. It doesn't take much time, and sometimes the items you can get in exchange are useful because you really don't get them anywhere else. Like the manuals that bestow what we normally consider free company buffs. In fact, the battle manual isn't found anywhere else. I love my squad and I can't let go, and if that means stopping in to say hi every now and again, I'm all for it. Oh, and just a little aside here, since I did this today too and have footage, did you know it's super easy to switch grand companies? I realized that I had max rep with the Flames and Maelstrom, but still needed some Gridanian wins and frontlines to fluff out my achievement log, so I swapped. It was as easy as going to the desk of the one you want to transfer to, well, not in queue, and telling them you want to swap. The first time is free, but after that it's 50k gil, which is nothing. It keeps all of your progress with your previous Grand Company, but locks it and you are put at the level of your now current Grand Company, which may be 0 if you've never been with them before. But it's not too bad to work your way up again, and once you have it, it's there forever. If you want more information on switching Grand Companies, check out this video I did on it here. 7. Cashing in materia. There's a list of things I do daily in downtime, like extracting materia from spirit-bound items, repairing my gear, but something that isn't on that list but should be is turning in all those crystal thingies for materia. You get them from completing roulettes and other daily content, and I usually just cram them into my saddlebags and forget all about them. But every now and again it's important that I haul them out and cash them in. There's a person for that in literally every starting city, so it's ridiculous that I wait so long, but there you are. Cash them into the materia of your choice and sell them or use them as you like. If you don't want to do either of those things, hold on to them and eventually bring the whole lot of them to Mr. Mutamix in Blackbrush for some transmutation. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, that's a video for another day. Shout out, as always, to my Patreons and channel members who keep me motivated to continue to produce quality content sponsor-free. If you'd like to join them and have your name up on the screen, you can for as little as $2 Canadian a month. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Love yourself as much as you love others, and I'll see you in game.